Cancers, hello my loves. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. Cancers, we have the Mother and the Underworld, the Sword and the Pilgrim. Well, I mean, retrograde, right? So the Mother is the idea of clinging to something and, gaining your identity in it or releasing it and trusting that you got from it what you needed, right? And I feel like there's just like a part of our lives that we've really clung to. For whatever reason, like we're Cancers, we just get emotional. But I think that I feel like there's just this idea of when you cling on to something, like when you hold on to it and you're like, I know this is not, like, this person isn't for me, or I know this job isn't for me, or however it plays out for us. But it's like when you hold on to something, I feel like the universe just throws in your face every single reason why you shouldn't be there, or like why you shouldn't be with that person. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like shit just starts happening around you and you're like, fucking everything was fine, now all of a sudden. You know what I mean? God damn it, gotta stop doing that. Like the Sword and the Pilgrim. So I feel like you're making a decision to cut off something that you've been holding on to, but just, I guess bringing it back into your peripheral, like bringing it back into view, just to make sure, that like you're totally clear what it is that you're actually letting go of, and then letting it go and going in another direction. Okay, Cancers, well, here we go. Hope everyone's doing well. I don't know about y'all. I feel like just this whole weekend has been insanity. And I don't feel like this week started off any better. I mean, a little better. But like, really? Okay. The Three of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Well, yes, like you need to go towards something that you can actually take care of. Something that actually, like has an interest in growth and development and you as a person. You know what I mean? Like you can't keep trying to water dead plants, And I think that you're realizing that, and releasing it, because I feel like this consciousness of resources, I don't know if they're physical or emotional, right? Because maybe both, but it just feels like there's this recognition of resources, and you only have so much energy to invest in any particular avenue of your life, right? Like you're allocating your resources, whether that's energetically or like physically. And I feel like there's this idea of like this awareness of a lack of resources, because the King of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, I feel like there's this need to know that you're going to be okay, right? And it's like my need to know that I'm going to be okay is superseding my need to just hold on to things for the sake of holding on to them. My needs changed, right? So I'm going in another direction. Okay, Cancers. I feel like whatever decision it is that we're making to go in another direction, is very wonderful for us because we've got the Sun, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. It feels like you're finally able to work with people who work with you. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I hate, and I've had so many jobs like this, but you go in every day thinking, I'm gonna have to deal with some more fucking bullshit from these dickheads today. You know what I mean? And like, oh my God, like how infuriating it is to have to deal with incompetence regularly, you know? But like, if you have a choice, you know, like, make the choice that doesn't make you angry. Make the choice that doesn't make you feel like, what the actual fuck am I doing here? You know, but like legit. Because, you know, like, I don't know, which list do you want? Right? But you have the Sun, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. You are so aware of the decisions that you're making and exactly why you're making them, right, Cancers? Because sometimes you hold on to things because you're just not sure. I don't know. Like, will this ever happen again? Am I ever going to have this, like, is this a one-off and something's wrong? You know what I mean? Like, there's just this, like, needing to really figure out, understand, like, what's going on. And I feel like understanding why things were going wrong before with a better, I think, experience of understanding who you are and what you want, so that when you come back around to this again, you're like, that's why that didn't work. You know? And it's not that you didn't know so much as like, maybe it's just that you needed to say it, right? Like you needed to have it said out loud. You were like, this needs to be said. Because when you just say it out loud and you acknowledge it, those chords, they just snap. And the freedom follows, you know? The Star. Healing. Yes, because when people have energetic cords to you, it pulls your energy, you know? Like I think of like a hook. You know those people who like pull heavy things with their body and like hooks? Shit's weird as fuck, but you know, more power, what else? Cool analogy, I guess. But it's like, that's what it feels like when people have energetic cords to you. They lock themselves into you and then they pull at your energy. And they're feeding off of it, right? Because it's not like a symbiotic type of relationship. It just feels very, you know, like you have to go back and you have to close those up and you have to put yourself back together again so you're not leaking energy, you know, precious energy. and I feel like that's what's being healed, right? Is this, like, I'm not leaking energy into things that are just like pulling at me. Okay, Cancers. The Apocalypse and the Stone. Well, yeah, because I feel like there's just this massive end. Although Cancers, I mean, legit, we've been in a massive end for a minute. Like one after another. Which is why I think the apocalypse is just kind of like, well, yeah. You know? But in this experiencing end after end after end after end, and not just once, right? Because we've gone back around again, and we go back around again, and we go back around again until we really understand exactly why it won't work. You know, it's that clinging on to something that's just not working. You know, and like bad things happen every time. Like, when am I going to start to notice the pattern? When am I going to start to recognize the language? When am I going to honor the signs? You know what I mean? But I feel like you weren't even to a place where you could really acknowledge the signs until you were able to collect enough data that you were like, wait a second, this is a sign. You know? And the Stone, coming back to yourself, you know, because it's such a happy place to be. All right, Cancers. Well, I love y'all so much. I hope this resonates with you. If it does, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye.